for nostalgia's sake, this is a repeat of the Gathering final that was played in April. That was in Quake 3, of course. It was ZTN and DM6 at that point, which this is not. This is ZTM and T4. However, it was absolute destruction in favor of Fox. And you can rewatch that VOD on quadv.com as well, just for your viewing pleasure, should you wish to watch a Swedish person getting absolutely mullered. Your thoughts on this match?
You love watching getting mullered, don't you? Makes you happy. Well, we have a big LG fight towards RA. Fazz is going to pick up RA and rails Fox while jumping down, so he's going to control RA and Mega. Fox is not going to go Mega time, as Fazz did delay it 5 seconds. So Fox will not know that time, maybe a bit early to that next Mega. Fox does have him trapped, but Fazz is able to get a rocket onto him as he jumps down to that YA. So Fazz doing a good job of controlling right now, even though Fox will jump to that RA and pick it up. Seems like Fazz did not know that.
No. Fazz taking this lead is crucial. I mean, Fazz is a really interesting character as a player because he's been there so many times. He's so talented, but for so many years he's just, takes himself a lead there, takes himself a frag
and
there.
Fox was early, and that's why he didn't realize that was going to happen.
Now, you could get proven very right here, Rod, and that would actually hurt me inside, because you did say Fox is when Fox loses, he hits the self-destruct button and then just absolutely kills himself. Now, that could be what happens post the Sparty when Fox, his shots aren't there at the moment as he misses that rail into the back of Fazz, and he's not all there right now. I think that's evident. He's trying to make his way over towards red now. Can he do the jump? Yes, he can, and he avoids the rocket, lands the rail. That's more like it. And he's waiting with Plasma and rail onto Fazz as he exits the teleporter. Really nice work from Fox as he just flinches a demo of his true ability. And that's one rail. Can he land one more to finish off the job on a Fazz? Fazz can't have much health. Actually, I'm completely wrong. He does. And Fazz is going to go at him now. LG to LG. Backs away with the rail. Very defensive rail. Doesn't land, and Fox is going to take him down. That rocket from Fazz did land as Fox went over towards the red. And it stopped him getting the red only momentarily. And Fox is in absolute control of this map now. Red and Mega and Fazz, despite being 2 up, has very little health to play with. He can ZTN it, if you will, now and be a little bit more defensive.
I mean, Fazz can ZTN it, and he could run around this map for the past 7 minutes and try to keep that lead 2-0, 2-1. He probably shouldn't do that. He will have to play some normal and offensive game, because if you get 2 defensive mistakes can be made. It looks like Fox is going to give RA up to Fazz. He still has Mega time, but Fazz does have position on him now. Fox with a nice rocket will rush in to Fazz with rockets, and Fazz blows himself on Fox. As Fox just picks it up with only 25% health.
He didn't need to go for that fight. That was a suicidal fight. No one was going to come out of that position with a lot of health regardless. He just, that angle, that battle, he didn't need to. He'd already stolen red. He'd stolen the initiative on Fox and done a little bit of damage. Just get out of there and keep your lead. Now it's down to 1, and Fazz is having to back away. And pings off a rail to the other side, doesn't land on the Fox, who is soon to make a move on the Mega, and Fazz is going for it again. He's never going to come out of this looking good, and he just drops Fazz, ties us up on the lead, and Fox is capitalizing on Fazz's unnecessary aggression at this moment in time.
Yeah, Fox does have control of that RA and that Mega time. Fazz, rushing Fox both times. 2 Mega, cost him both frags so far. Probably won't see Fazz fighting for this next Mega. Fazz is probably just going to want to stack up on armor and try to go for the Mega afterwards. And no, he does not. Fox takes that Mega. It is stacked 100, 200, 200. But Fazz does have 100 armor. He is going to have to keep running around, keep controlling those yellows and those shards so he can make a push in the next minute or 2.
Now remember, we saw the second map, T4 Fazz, playing against Avec earlier on, and he really brought some tricks to the party. So, don't think, and I think this has been a big factor of Quake Live in this tournament as well, don't think that this is the old home map, away map kind of scenario that we saw in sort of Quake 4, where if you weren't strong on your away map, it was just over. We've seen maps toing and froing between players a lot during these opening rounds And so now we have a lovely rocket from Fox, trips Fazz up and finishes him off as he comes to ground. And that is Fox in the lead. And in honesty, barring that first minute, it's been nothing short of what he deserves.
Yeah, Fox has controlled this map. I mean, Fazz did play some nice fighting games at that YA near the rocket launcher, and he was able to gain control of that Mega, but then just got bounced with 2 rockets coming out of that teleporter. So Fox has done a good job of predicting where Fazz will be. We'll see if Fazz will go for this Mega. He knows the time. He knows it's up now. Fox decides to get that RA and only spam the Mega, and he does hit Fazz just as he gets that Mega. So nice rail there by Fox to negate that Mega pickup.
So 2-1, still all to play for. But Fox has been flawless for the last 5 minutes. As he rockets over the top towards Fazz. Let's switch over, and here is Fazz now, having just taken yellow. He's got a nade coming his way. That'll make him think twice. Can see the red. I think he's more interested in stopping Fox from getting it than actually going for it himself. Correct. And he'll go down this way to not create, well, he's desperate to try and not create any noise. He really doesn't have a clue on the Mega timing. He's about 5 seconds late for it, and it's already gone. And he's thinking, where did Fox go? Rails being exchanged. Fox comes off the stronger of the two, and Fazz is down to 66 points of health, whilst Fox is 120, 120. And Fazz, he's going to wait for his time. He's cut those errors out, but his opportunity may not come because Fox is just eating away at him. Exchange by exchange. Fox comes out of that 100 and 170. Fazz comes out back down on 60. As you know, we find ourselves in a position where Fox is just keeping him at bay, just pushing away. You can't catch me kind of style.
Now, yeah, Fox has complete control of this RA and this Y, and the Mega going a nice peak rail onto Fazz coming to that rocket launcher, and another rail as Fazz is going to the rocket launch area. Probably won't have enough time to get rockets. He does, though, as it spawned on the floor, dying before, but gets LG'd into the air. So Fox with a 4-1 lead, has complete control of the RA, the Mega, and at least one of the YAs, which does not leave nearly enough for Fazz. Fazz needs both of those YAs if he can't have Mega or RA. So we'll see if he can do this. And no, he does not. So Fox gets that rocket launcher YA, leaving Fazz with only the other one.
And I think Fazz will look back to this and say, I didn't need to go for those 2 fights for the Mega. I didn't need to do that. Because if you examine Fox's play, he's not actually gone aggressive. He's just, as soon as he's got the lead, as soon as Fazz handed that to him, he's just batted him away with the rail, kept him always sub 100 health. And then, when the opportunity presented himself, he picked up those last 2 frags. So that's how ZTN is done. Take your chances when they present themselves.
No, and Fazz doesn't have too many chances left. Down 4-1 with a minute 50 to go. Fox pushes him all the way to the Mega LG area. Fox with a big health and armor advantage does not have to chase Fazz, as he is in the lead 4-1. Fazz is the one that has to chase him. So Fox can shoot those rockets all day long. Fazz is going to have to rush eventually here with only a minute 30 to go. Fox is going to chase Fazz anyway. Not be able to kill him, and Fazz has to run all the way around with 11 health.
It's just not going to happen for Fazz on this map. But T4 against the Vec, Fazz was just playing some sexy Quake. I mean, it was unbelievable the shots he was pulling off. That rail through the doors, I will not forget that in a hurry. So I'm curious to see what he's able to play out against Fox. Fox certainly, you know, there's one other factor in this game. These two are almost brothers. They know each other that well. They go to every event together. They play together religiously. There's something a little bit more about this than if I were to play you. Sure, I know you. Sure, I might have an idea of what you're going to do. These two have watched each other's matches for the past 6-7 years together. They know more about one another, and it changes the way the game is played.
Yeah, and I mean, at least with these two players, they would trade maps. I mean, if me and you played, I mean, come on now, Toss, be real.
Oh, you're right. It would just be too easy for me. We wouldn't play. But 15 seconds left on the clock, and Fox has extended that lead out to 6-1. Made that 7. A lovely rail there. A little bit of a flare shot at the end, and we're now down to the last few seconds. So 1-0 Fox. He picks up ZTN. We move on to T4. We move on to a map that really, it could be all fireworks here.
No, and Fazz did a great job against, who did he play on T4?
There is Fox on your screen. Looks calm and collected at the moment, but there is a lot of rage in that Swedish man's head. He's gutted that he lost to TosspoT.
Yeah, I wasn't happy at all. At all. I mean, Fazz was very dominant on this map earlier on T4. He had a great performance, so I think he'll be able to hit those rails just as he did last time.
So we're at this position now in the tournament where we're in loser bracket matches where it's just big name after big name. Coming up after this game, we're going to have Dahang versus Rafa, which is the North American battle to really see who from the States is going to be going on to make their big challenge, make their big claim. That'll be followed by Sturmy Cypher. We're at winner bracket semi-final time.
Sturmy Cypher.
It is big match after big match.
I don't think Sturmy and Cypher have ever played each other, much like Dahang and Rafa on LAN. Wait, no, I think Cypher and Sturmy may have played in WCG groups in Quake 4. That kind of sounds familiar. Yeah,
they certainly did. But you're correct. It's not a matchup that you see time and time again.
No. They've never at least played in Quake 3 nor Quake Live.
Now.
So Cypher probably has a small advantage just by playing the game much longer than Sturmy has. Sturmy playing Quake 4.
But I'm not sold on Cypher right now. He's got top seed. I'm not sold on that. Cypher and Avec, to me, they look rusty.
Yeah, Avec was pretty rusty during that game. He gave Sturmy a good run, though. I mean, he did win CTN. He did force it to a third map. Didn't do a whole lot in the third map, but
it's going to be a great game regardless.
Yes.
We've got, there you go. We're going to start this one straight up. Fox Fazz, with Fox up by 1 map to 0. We're live. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And it will be Fox that gets the rail spawn as he pops himself up, looking at the Mega, which is going to be taken by Fazz. But there's a rail on the tail of Fazz, and he quickly loses all of that Mega. And he's down to now 93 points of health after 250 bubbles. Fox with that rail is still doing damage. Fazz having to get himself out of harm's way as his compatriot is dishing out rail shots, a dime a dozen. And already I think he's landed 3. Rocket comes in and Fazz looks to escape. Along the bottom, he collects the yellow armor, but there's the rail again. Fox is going to say, how many rails do I need to actually take you down, sir? In the end, I think it was 5 or 6, but he got the frag. It's 1-0.
You know, it shows just how, powerful the rail can be. He barely had anything. Fazz had pretty much the armors, the control, and the height advantage, but Fox was still able to hit 6 rails in a row. And if you do that, you're going to win. You're going to put yourself in a good position. So Fox, with all those rails, putting himself in a good position, now having control of those items and those armors. Fazz able to steal away that upper YA and gain control of this rail. So we'll be able to see if Fazz can hit a few rails of his own.
This is his chance, Fazz. He's been able to evade Fox for a few minutes. Let's switch over to him. Here you go. With the rail, he's evaded Fox now for 30 seconds, which has allowed him armor. It's allowed him weapons. It's going to get him a little bit more armor. Can he do anything about that, though? As he now goes through the teleporter. Where is Fox? Can't find him. Just sees the dropping body of his compatriot. Now looks to rain a rail down towards him. Fires one across. As rockets come across Fazz's bow, he dillies and dallies and twos and throws as the pair of them continue to. That's a rail landed. That's more like it from Fazz, opening up onto Fox, who still has a lot of health, but a little less than Fazz at the moment, actually. And the rocket will come across. Mega is due. It's up, and it's
he knocks
missed
Fazz
by
off
Fazz,
the Mega.
Who wants it again.
And knocks him off again. Oh, and the rocket shot down lands on Fazz just as he hits the floor. So Fox first with a rail, then with a rocket, making sure Fazz does not control that Mega.
I mean, it was a little bit too one-track minded from Fazz then. You knew he was going to come back for it. Fox just had the, could see what Fazz was going to do. You could see what, you could predict his movement straight off.
Yeah, I mean, he probably just wanted that health. He's really, really hungry for it. Probably should have backed off a little bit. Fox with another frag, going up.
Blew himself up. Took down Fazz at the same time. Little jihad as he clears out, and now pushes himself forward. 3-1. Fazz's opportunity came in when Fox took down both himself and his opponent, because it opens up the map. Fox loses control. He loses all of his items. Now Fox is coming his way. Rockets being rained down once more as Fox is going to restore a certain assertion on this map with that 4th frag. And Fazz hasn't got going yet.
No, he really hasn't found a rhythm. He was waiting there for that rail. Fox just comes in, drops down, hits 2 rockets on him, takes a frag, and then takes the rail. I mean, it must be pretty frustrating for Fazz right now to not really have any strong momentum here and a rhythm that he kind of wants in this map.
So here we go. Fox goes across the top. Rockets being pinged down towards him as he makes his way across. Fox spies him and lands the frag. Good work from Fox. Little sort of 90-degree turn to land it. Then drops the falling rail onto Fazz as Fazz goes from 3rd level to 2nd. And now Fazz can finally answer up with some rockets, but it's Fox's rail that's just kept Fazz at distance all the time.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much Fazz can do. Fox is hitting, not sure if we can see his rail stats to find out after, but Fox is hitting all the rails that he needs to at the right times. He might not be hitting all the rails, but anytime Fazz is going for the Mega or going for the YA, or Fox needs a height advantage onto Fazz, he's hitting all of those crucial angles that he needs to. So he's keeping Fazz off of his game. He's not letting Fazz getting in any rhythm in terms of timing the YAs and moving to Mega, and then railing in the middle to each of the YAs. So Fox is doing a really nice job.
5-1, 5 minutes to go. Still can be turned around if Fazz could find a little bit of control, but that's a long way away at the moment as Fox is, a ghost at the moment. He's just a shadow that Fazz is trying to chase, trying to get his way back into this game. It's not happening for him though. 1 yellow is up, taken by Fox. Fazz continues to chase shadows with that rail and rocket of his. Out he comes. Where is Fox? There he is, right behind him. Rocket 1, 2. Can he finish off the job? Fazz is on 42 points of health, looks to escape, and great work. Fazz is sent sort of back another 30 seconds of item collecting, and that just brings Fox another 30 seconds closer to winning this map.
Yeah, I mean, Fazz right there, he had Fox's back turned to him, missed 3 rails in a row, and Fox another shotgun kill there. I mean, on this level, you really can't miss that many rails, because the more rails you miss, the more opportunities you miss of pushing your opponent away from what you want them to do. Not just the damage dealt, but pushing them away from the armor, away from the Mega, making them collect more health bubbles than they need to. So Fazz missed those rails, didn't get the lower YA, Fox got lower YA. Now it's really hard for Fazz to get back in this game with such a large stack for Fox, especially knowing that Mega Time, which is going to come out very soon.
Here we go. Mega Time. Sounds like Hammer Time, but it's a little bit more fun. As it's going to be Fazz that watches Fox get it. Did he land that rocket? Well, he certainly followed up with a rail onto him. And a rocket as well. And Fazz has got to be thinking that he's working Fox here, and he certainly is, but 125 here.
Ooh.
And then Fox strikes back with that dropped rocket from top to bottom, and Fazz continually finding himself under the cosh. He's worked his cotton socks off here, but doesn't look like it's going to be.
Oh, wow. I can't believe Fox knew RJ'd up.
7-1, 3 minutes to go. And this really is a case of one frag could turn it. If Fox loses that assertiveness, then he could turn it, and this is a map where you can quickly put 1, 2, 3, 4 frags together. That time is quickly running out. 6 frags is a tall order in a map that's only had 8 so far.
Fox was knocked down at 27 health, picks up a bunch of bubbles, brings him back to 97, so it's going to take 2 more rails from Fazz to get that frag onto Fox if he wants to.
Here we go. Pokes his head around the corner. Rockets, the pair of them, and Fazz is going to open this up and say, I'm not done just yet. But he's only got 4 points of health, as he will quickly get himself out of there now. Collect some shards. He's trying to draw the attention of Fox and say, hey, Fox, buddy, Magnus, come over here. But he's not having it. He's not playing it. And Fazz is unable to put anything together off the back of that little exchange. Now, the Mega's going to come up shortly, and that's going to have a big factor to play. A rail exchange between the pair of them. Fox goes looking for those lower 25 bubbles that actually Fazz has taken moments ago. Misses his run onto the Mega, perhaps. He's going to come back for it again, and Fazz this time, is he able to pressurize him? No.
And Fox does take the Mega. Fazz kind of realizes he screwed up there. He did RJ off the pad up to the upper level, but he didn't have enough time to go through the teleport to get that Mega. So Fox with, a lot of health now. He does get knocked down to 17, but he would have died by now if he didn't take that Mega. So Fox makes it 8-2, seals the deal for the first map win of this match. Oh, no, second map win.
That's going to be the game.
So this will be game. Fox will advance over Fazz to move on to the next round of the lower bracket, which will be against the winner of Chance, and he will play either the loser of Dehang and Rafa next.
So, Dehang, Rafa, where are you putting your money for that one?
I mean, Dehang told me before the game, before they have their match, that he isn't really that confident going in against Rafa. I mean, it's pretty much known by all the top U.S. players that Rafa is the best U.S. player right now. I mean, Dehang has like 3 weak maps. I would say DM6, CTN, and then T4 are all weak maps for him. And Rafa is decently strong on every single map. So Rafa has a very good map advantage over Dehang. I think it's going to come down to Dehang needs to win his map, has to win his map. Most likely, Rafa will pick DM6 and win DM6, and then it's going to have to come down to the flip of the coin for the third map.
So, still ongoing tonight. We'll get down to the final 4. You can check out the brackets, of course, on QuakeCon.org. We've got Griffin versus Kilson. That's in the lower bracket, part 1.
Yes.
And Destruct versus Avec, plus Chance versus whomever comes out of that game on the top. If
Yes.
we go over to the winner bracket, you can
Winner's bracket right now looks as Cypher will play Sturmy in the upper bracket semifinals, and the winner of Rafa and Dehang will play Sparty in the other upper bracket.
So there are only 3 or 4 rounds of matches left tonight, so, well, it'd be rude for you to go anywhere, really. You might as well stick with here. We've got your Friday night party planned. It's here on Quad V and live on 3, and we'll be back with more party tricks in just a bit with Rafa versus Dehang.